I want to tell you a story about something that happened to my dad. But the story was told to us by my Aunt Kathy at a family reunion at my little brother's lake house, probably 15 or 20 years ago. So there's 25 or 30 people there, and most of them were outside. There was a few inside in the kitchen, and my sister and Aunt Kathy and I were in the living room. She told Linda and I, "So I want to tell you a story about your dad." And she said Charles was a only child and he was spoiled. About that time, Dad heard his name, and he said, "What are y'all talking about?" And Linda said, "Aunt Kathy's going to tell a story about you." Well, he stopped everybody. He told everybody to come inside. They're going to tell a story about him. So he loves to be the center of attention, or he did. He's passed away now. Anyway, so everybody got inside and was listening. So Aunt Kathy proceeded, says, Charles was the only child, and Nanny, my grandmother, spoiled him. And she made sure that he got a bath every night in her big tub. And she had a big clawfoot tub. She would run his bath water. He would get in. And this happened from when he could get in that bathtub until later on when he was in his grade school years. Well, Dad's a big guy. He was like 275, 300, and 6'5.5" when he was grown. But he was a big kid too. She would bathe him. She'd wash his hair, make sure his ears were clean, his back was clean, and she'd give him the bar soap and the wash rag, and he would wash his private parts. And one day when he was about 9 or 10 years old, she found herself, she was kneeling beside him and she was looking up at him. And she said, "Why am I doing this? You're old enough to bathe yourself." And Dad said, "Well, I thought you liked it." And of course, the whole group of family just died laughing. And Dad was so embarrassed because he had called everybody inside the house because he thought it was going to be a good story on him. Anyway, that makes it that much better. Anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed the story. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video. Thank you.